Number 1. Iceland, the land born of fire and ice. Iceland is one of the few places on Earth where humans can stand between two continents and watch them slowly drift apart right beneath the surface. The country is situated precisely on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates are constantly shifting, causing Iceland's territory to expand by about 2 centimeters per year. Interestingly, Iceland's existence depends entirely on this process, as hot lava flows from the Earth's interior constantly rise, cool, and create new crust. The entire island only emerged from the sea between 16 and 18 million years ago, making it one of the planet's youngest landmasses. New islands continue to appear. Surtsey emerged in 1963 in an underwater eruption and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Geologists even use Surtsey as a natural laboratory to observe how the first life reappeared on a completely new landmass, from lichens to seabirds. The landscape here is like stepping into another world thanks to its unique geological structure. Iceland boasts over 30 active volcanic systems, and the Reykjanes Peninsula has witnessed several consecutive eruptions between 2021 and 2025. Beneath these volcanoes lie massive glaciers covering 8% of the country's area, including Vatnajökull, Europe's largest ice sheet. When volcanoes erupt beneath the ice, they create bizarrely flat mountains and trigger a phenomenon called Jökulhlaup, where enormous amounts of ice melt almost instantly and rush straight into the sea. Some Jökulhlaup events in history have been so powerful that they completely alter the course of Iceland's rivers. The volcanic rock formations in Iceland are among the world's most unique natural phenomena. The Studlagil Gorge is notable for its thousands of towering hexagonal basalt columns, so perfectly formed that they once led people to believe they resembled the remains of giants. In reality, this is the result of rapidly cooling lava. Long stretches of black sand beaches along the coast formed when lava met seawater and crumbled into countless tiny black particles. Colorful rhyolite mountain ranges, with their pink, yellow, blue, and orange hues, emerged from the stacking of mineral-rich lava flows over millions of years. In the Lake Mývatn area, artificial craters are scattered because lava flowing through the wetlands caused the water below to evaporate and explode, creating natural circular holes. Today, the Mývatn area is also a site for geothermal field research, as it simulates the conditions NASA uses to test equipment for space missions. Number 2. The mystery of Iceland's Black Beach. More than 112 miles south of Reykjavik lies Reynisfjara, a beach that's the complete opposite of what you typically imagine when you hear the word beach. There are no lush palm trees, no warm golden sand, and certainly no cocktails. What you find is a coastline ranked by National Geographic as one of the 10 most beautiful non-tropical beaches in the world, a well-deserved title given its stunning scenery. Many visitors even compare Reynisfjara to stepping into a real-life version of a volcanic landscape from a science fiction movie. The black sand stretches for kilometers along Iceland's southern coast, and each grain of sand carries the imprint of volcanic activity. When lava from the Katla volcano comes into contact with the cold waters of the Atlantic Ocean, the sudden drop in temperature causes the lava to explode into countless tiny fragments. This can create a complete black sand beach in just a few hours. The deep black color of the sand looks like crushed dark glass fragments, and because the area receives heavy rainfall year-round, the sand retains its moisture, ensuring the deep black color never fades. Some scientists even use sand samples from here to study the structure of volcanic materials, as it helps to simulate the process of land formation on young planets. The breathtaking beauty of Reynisfjara lies in its geology. From the cliffs rise hexagonal basalt columns, approximately 65 feet high, created when lava cooled at a moderate rate, causing the surface to split into nearly geometrically perfect columns. Offshore are the Reynisdrangar rock formations, reaching up to 217 feet. Legend says they were originally two giants turned to stone by the sun while trying to pull a ship ashore, a truly Icelandic legend. Today, these rock formations are also a fantastic bird-watching spot, as thousands of puffins nest on the nearby cliffs during the breeding season. The beach is also part of UNESCO's Katla Global Geopark, confirming the area's valuable geological significance. Not only scientists but also filmmakers are captivated by Reynisfjara's otherworldly landscape. Many scenes from Game of Thrones and Star Wars were filmed here because southern Iceland always creates a surreal feeling that few other places in the world can replicate. Some studios even use this beach as a model setting for CGI projects to simulate otherworldly terrain in films. Number 3. When the sun refuses to set in Iceland. Imagine cycling through Reykjavik at 11 p.m., the sun still hanging in the sky, while children play in the park and their parents enjoy coffee in outdoor cafes. That's Icelandic summer, a time when the sun barely sets and the sky is as bright as an endless late afternoon. Many first-time visitors even bring nightgowns because they're not used to the night, never falling. From mid-May to early August, Iceland becomes a place where the sense of time is blurred. The peak of this phenomenon occurs on the summer solstice around June 21st, when the sun in many northern regions disappears for only half an hour and then returns. In the south, the sun sets for just a few hours before rising again. Akureyri, a city near the Arctic Circle, receives almost 24-hour sunlight during the summer. Grimsey Island, located 40 kilometers from the coast, is the ideal spot to observe the midnight sun, as it's the only part of Iceland within the Arctic Circle. Thousands of tourists flock to Grimsey each year just to capture the image of the sun rising over the horizon at midnight. However, winter tells a different story. From late November to early February, Iceland enters the polar night period. In Reykjavik, the sun only appears for about 4 hours a day, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., while the far north is shrouded in almost complete darkness for weeks at a time. Yet, the locals don't retreat into isolation. They still ski on the slopes under artificial lights, chat in warm hot springs, and energize themselves with strong coffee and jazz performances. Many communities even hold festivals of lights in February to mark the return of the sun's strength after winter. Number 4. The country that drinks the least alcohol in Europe. In Iceland, buying a bottle of wine isn't something you can do at any grocery store like you can in the United States or many European countries. Instead, you'll need to visit Vinbúðin, which means wine store, but is often referred to simply as state. This is a government-run alcohol retail system that is considered one of the most unique models of alcohol control in the world. Many first-time visitors to Iceland are often surprised to discover that they can't buy alcohol in supermarkets, even when they're stocked with soft drinks and snacks. There are currently 50 Vinbúðin stores spread across the country, with 13 in the capital region. If you're in a remote area, your options are even more limited. For example, shops in the town of Kirkjubejarklaustur in southeastern Iceland are only open from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays and for just 2 hours on Saturdays. All shops are closed on Sundays and many major holidays, which surprises many tourists when they arrive to find the shops completely closed. Many hotels even have to write notices instructing guests to check their opening hours to avoid being thirsty in the middle of a fire and ice paradise. Statistics show that beer is the most popular choice among Icelanders, accounting for 77% of all alcohol sold in 2023. Light and fortified wines make up about 17%, while spirits over 22% make up only about 6%. Surprisingly, beer was banned in Iceland until 1989, and now it is the dominant drink. Every March 1, Icelanders celebrate Beer Day to celebrate the legalization of the beverage. This monopoly system has a clear purpose. Unlike private retail chains, Vinbúðin does not operate to increase profits or promote alcohol consumption. The main goal is to control alcohol consumption in society and protect public health. This way of operating has contributed to Iceland being among the countries with the lowest alcohol consumption in the continent. Some studies have also shown that Icelandic minors drink much less than the European average, and this control system is one of the key reasons. Number 5. The strangest bathing rules in Iceland. If you think you can just throw on a swimsuit and jump into an Icelandic pool like many tourists do in the US or Europe, you may not be prepared for the culture. Iceland has one of the strictest bathing rules in the world, and failure to comply can result in immediate judgment. Before entering any public pool, hot spring, or geothermal bath, you must bathe completely naked, often with other people. For Icelanders, being comfortable with your body is normal, and bathing together is not as sensitive as many tourists imagine. This strict rule comes from a very practical reason. Most pools in Iceland use natural geothermal water and do not use chlorine or harsh disinfectants. Unlike pools elsewhere, where chemicals ensure the water is clean, Icelandic pools keep themselves clean by requiring everyone to enter the water in a spotless state. Staff monitor bathing to prevent anyone from trying to circumvent the rules. Not bathing naked or wearing a swimsuit while bathing is considered disrespectful to the community. Some swimming pools even have posters clearly illustrating the body areas that must be washed to prevent visitors from symbolic bathing. The process is quite clear. You take off all your clothes in the changing room, take your swimsuit with you to the public bathing area, use the provided soap to thoroughly clean each area of your body, rinse thoroughly, and then put on your swimsuit to get in the water. Icelanders see this not only as a rule, but also as a way to demonstrate responsibility for general hygiene. The Blue Lagoon, the country's most famous hot spring, is not actually completely natural, but is formed from wastewater from the Svartsengi geothermal power plant. Water is pushed up from great depths at a temperature of about 240 degrees Celsius under a pressure of 12 bars, passes through a turbine to generate electricity, and flows into the lagoon where it cools down to a comfortable level. The water is so rich in silica, sulfur, and algae that it cannot be reused and is completely replaced every 40 hours. The high mineral content leaves skin feeling silky smooth after bathing, and is why the Blue Lagoon has become the home to a line of internationally renowned skincare products. Number 6. Top-ranked country for gender equality. Imagine a country where women hold 40% of the seats in parliament, enjoy equal parental leave with men, and occupy half the cabinet positions. That country is Iceland, which has held the global lead in gender equality for 16 consecutive years up to 2025. According to the World Economic Forum, Iceland has narrowed the gender gap by 92.6%, a feat unmatched by any other country. Many experts even call Iceland the world's gender equality laboratory because its policies are meticulously monitored and continuously refined. But the story takes a uniquely Icelandic twist. With a population of 389,444, in January 2025, the dating market is so small that almost everyone is connected in some way. More importantly, you could very well be related by blood to the person you're dating. The Icelandic app was created to address this situation. It's a genealogical database built from centuries of family records. Its slogan, "Open the app before bed," perfectly encapsulates its role. With just a tap of the phone, users can instantly find out if they share any common ancestry in recent generations. Some nightclubs in Reykjavik even put up humorous signs reminding people to check before it's too late. Icelandic women are known for being straightforward and confident in dating. They aren't afraid to invite men out, are willing to split the bill, and approach relationships in a practical and open manner. This style is well suited to a society that values equality and transparency. Sociological studies also show that Icelandic women have the highest level of economic independence in Europe, which makes them even more proactive in personal decisions, including dating. Number 7. The Earth is Iceland's kitchen. Everyone knows Iceland is famous for its steaming hot springs and volcanic wonders, but few imagine that its people actually treat the Earth as their kitchen. Let's explore a unique buffet of strange and fascinating dishes that are sure to surprise even the most adventurous foodies. Start with a type of bread that almost doesn't require an oven. It's rugbrauð, Iceland's familiar rye bread. The baker simply mixes the dough, buries it in the hot earth next to geothermal pools, and lets nature do the rest. After about 24 hours of steaming underground, the bread becomes dense, dark brown, almost black, and slightly sweet. Locals jokingly call it lava bread. If you want to experience it firsthand, you can visit Laugarvatn, or the Mývatn natural baths, to see how they bake the bread in the earth and taste it while it's still hot. Icelandic cuisine isn't just about bread. Locals have turned boiling eggs into an outdoor pastime. In Mývatn and Hveragerði, you simply drop a fresh egg into a bubbling geothermal spring and wait a few minutes for the perfect soft-boiled egg. Visitors say these eggs carry a unique mineral flavor not found elsewhere. If you want to try a long-standing tradition, you can opt for skyr. It looks like thick, creamy yogurt, but it's actually a type of cheese with a history spanning thousands of years. It's high in protein, almost fat-free, and today comes in many new flavors like salted caramel or coconut in addition to the classic version. Of course, Iceland doesn't stop at easy-to-try dishes. For those truly adventurous, there's the Thorrablot Winter Festival. People gather to eat ancient survival dishes like fermented shark, boiled sheep's heads, and pickled ram testicles. This tradition is so unique that many Icelanders admit they only eat these Viking dishes once a year to preserve the custom, not because they enjoy it. Number 8. the planet's most unique genetic database. Iceland has become the first country in the world to allow a private company access to the genetic code of its entire population. In 1996, Icelandic physician Dr. Kari Stefansson founded Decode Genetics with a controversial vision: digitizing the DNA of a small nation. 2 years later, the Icelandic parliament granted his company 12-year exclusive rights to build the most comprehensive genetic database the world has ever seen. It was the first time a country had turned its entire population into a national genetics research group. The numbers are staggering. As of the 2020s, more than 160,000 Icelanders had voluntarily donated DNA samples, equivalent to more than half the adult population in a country of just 375,000. The database now contains more than 900,000 genetic, medical, and genealogical records, including many dating back to the 8th century. Scientists sequenced 2,636 complete genomes at a depth of at least 10x, and 909 were sequenced at up to 30x. Another 101,584 individuals were sequenced using gene chips. Iceland is a genetic treasure trove because its population is descended from a small group of Norse and Gaelic people who settled in the 9th century, resulting in a very high level of genetic homogeneity. This allows researchers to detect disease-causing mutations much faster than in more genetically diverse countries. Some of the world's rarest diseases have only been accurately identified using data from Iceland. In 2012, the pharmaceutical company Amgen acquired Decode Genetics, turning Iceland's DNA data into a valuable research resource for commercial medicine. The genealogical database alone includes information on 819,410 individuals dating back to 740 AD. That means most Icelanders can trace their family tree back through more than 1,000 years of continuous records, making Iceland an ideal research location for genetic models of longevity, heart disease, and rare genetic disorders that are hard to access elsewhere in the world. Number 9. Why Iceland's horses are like no other. Icelandic horses, at first glance, resemble healthy ponies, standing approximately 1.3 to 1.5 meters tall. However, this small stature conceals extraordinary abilities unlike any other horse in the world. What makes them most outstanding are their unique gait, especially the famous tolt. While most horse breeds only have 3 basic gaits, walking, trotting, and galloping, Icelandic horses have 2 additional distinctive gaits: the tolt and the flying stride, creating a truly unique riding experience. The tolt is a 4-step gait, so smooth that the rider feels like they are gliding rather than sitting on the horse's back. Because at least one foot is always on the ground, the rider doesn't bounce as much as when trotting. This means you can hold a full glass of beer or wine without worrying about spills. This gait can change from slow and relaxed to fast and energetic, allowing riders to traverse Iceland's rugged terrain for extended periods without fatigue. Icelanders love it so much they call it the Rolls-Royce of gaits. Even more interesting is the genetic purity of the Icelandic horse breed. For over 1,000 years, strict regulations have prevented them from crossbreeding with any other horse breed, thus maintaining their endurance and unique characteristics. Once a horse leaves Iceland, it is never allowed to return. This helps Icelandic horses maintain stable health and strong immunity against many diseases, while also perfectly adapting to the country's harsh climate. An interesting aspect of Icelandic horse riding culture is that many competitions test the tolt by requiring riders to hold a full glass of beer without spilling it while the horse moves. This demonstrates the incredible smoothness of this distinctive gait. Number 10. Diving between 2 continents at Silfra. Imagine snorkeling or scuba diving in water so clear you can see more than 100 meters in front of you, while your body floats between 2 continents. That's Silfra, a spectacular underwater fissure located in Iceland's Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates are quietly pulling apart by about 2 centimeters every year, silently reshaping the Earth's structure right below you. The crystal-clear water in Silfra is no ordinary water. It comes from the meltwater of Langjökull, Iceland's second-largest glacier. Before it reaches the surface, the water has traveled an underground journey of 30 to 100 years, naturally filtering through porous lava rock. It's this filtration process that creates one of the purest and clearest water sources in the world, so pure you can drink it while you're diving. Silfra has a temperature of just 2 to 4 degrees Celsius all year round. Despite the cold, you will be provided with a specialized dry suit to ensure your safety and comfort. The consistent cold helps maintain excellent visibility. While many popular dive sites only reach clarity of 10 to 30 meters, Silfra exceeds 100 meters, creating an almost surreal underwater experience. The Silfra Gorge is about 600 meters long and 200 meters wide, comprising 4 large areas, each offering a unique landscape. Although some spots in the gorge can go as deep as 60 meters, most dives take place close to the surface so that visitors can fully enjoy the transparency and ethereal blue light. As you glide through the water, you will see beautiful rock formations and strands of green algae known as troll hair. Diving in Silfra is not only beautiful, but also a journey through geological time. The tectonic plates are still shifting, creating subtle changes in the structure below. Occasionally, minor earthquakes widen the cracks or create new caves, making Silfra a living and ever-changing wonder. Number 11. The village lives under a giant volcano. Vik í Mýrdal is no ordinary coastal village. Located in the south of Iceland, it sits in the shadow of Katla, one of the country's most powerful and formidable, though currently dormant, volcanoes. Vik's uniqueness lies not only in its famous black sand beaches and soaring basalt columns, but also in the way the community lives with the risk of a volcano as a normal part of their lives. Many residents joke that living in Vik means loving nature while respecting its power. Since Katla could awaken at any moment, preparation is a priority. Every year, the entire village participates in a large-scale evacuation drill. When sirens sound, people rush to the church high up on the hill, which is designed to serve as the main shelter in case of disaster. The church is positioned to protect the inhabitants from the violent glacial floods, called Jökulhlaup, that can occur when the Mýrdalsjökull glacier melts suddenly during an eruption. The drills are not just routine, but also instill a sense of initiative in the people. Although Katla has not erupted since 1918, scientists are closely monitoring seismic activity under the ice that covers it. Vibrometers, GPS sensors, and computer models constantly record data to detect any unusual signals. Some researchers have even described Katla as a breathing giant because of its small but regular vibrations. Danger is always present, and that creates a special bond between the people of Vik and their challenging environment. Vik Beach is made even more mysterious by the towering black basalt columns that tower more than 60 meters high. According to legend, they were 2 giants who were pulling a boat to shore when they were turned to stone by the sun. This is one of the most popular folk tales of the region, reflecting the rich imagination of Icelanders. Many tour guides tell this story as a way to help visitors understand that Iceland's landscape is not only beautiful, but also has a legendary soul. Number 12. Iceland's strange ice cream culture. Ice cream in Iceland isn't just a summer treat, it's a year-round favorite, regardless of the cold weather. Imagine people standing outside in January, when temperatures drop to -15 degrees Celsius, patiently queuing in warm clothes, holding soft vanilla ice cream cones topped with thick chocolate. It's not a strange sight, but a distinctive cultural tradition affectionately known as isbíltúr, or ice cream drive-thrus. Unlike other parts of the world where ice cream is primarily for warmer weather, Icelanders enjoy it regardless of the season. Driving to their favorite ice cream shop has become a social activity, not just a recreational pursuit. Families, friends, and couples often get in their cars to enjoy the scenery while savoring their favorite ice cream. The contrast between the harsh cold outside and the cozy feeling inside the ice cream cart while enjoying a cold dessert creates a distinctly Icelandic experience. Many shops even stay open late to cater to nighttime isbíltúr rides, reflecting the people's special passion for ice cream. The country also boasts many beloved, long-established ice cream parlors. A famous example is Valdís, located in Reykjavik's Grandi district, known for its innovative flavors such as black licorice, marshmallow, or mango with a hint of spice. Meanwhile, the Isbúd chain remains a familiar address for those who love classic flavors. Soft vanilla ice cream cones dipped in hot chocolate and topped with candy sprinkles evoke childhood memories for many Icelanders. What makes Iceland's ice cream industry even more appealing is the source of its ingredients. The ice cream here is made from fresh milk from cows grazing on pristine pastures, resulting in a smooth texture and a natural flavor unmatched anywhere else. The combination of pristine nature and long-standing dairy traditions has created a high-quality ice cream cherished by the locals. The Icelanders' love for ice cream isn't just about the taste, it's an integral part of their social life. It's associated with family outings, visits to hot springs, or simply a small pleasure on a snowy day. Ice cream has become a symbol of warmth and joy during the long, cold winter, reflecting the optimistic spirit of the Icelanders in all circumstances. Number 13. Unique festivals that tourists should know. Imagine a country that banned beer for 74 years straight, not for religious or public health reasons, but because, during the independence struggle, beer was seen as a symbol of Danishness. Iceland is that country, where even the history of alcohol is full of incredible stories. March 1st, Beer Day is one of the strangest celebrations you'll ever see. In 1915, Iceland voted to ban all alcohol. However, something unexpected happened in 1921 when Spain announced that it would stop importing Icelandic fish unless it bought Spanish wine. For obvious economic reasons, wine was legalized immediately. Spirits were also allowed in 1935. But beer was different. The government kept the ban on beer intact until 1989, fearing that its low price would encourage young people to drink too much. When Prohibition finally lifted on March 1st, 1989, the country erupted. The BBC described the first Beer Day celebrations as boisterous, with people staying up until 4 in the morning in the bars. To this day, Icelanders still mark the occasion with an unofficial festival called the Nungur, a walk, drink, and celebration through the bars of central Reykjavik. Sumardagurinn Fyrsti, held on the last Thursday in April, is a testament to Iceland's upbeat spirit. Even though it's only 4 or 5 degrees outside, people still say summer has arrived. They wear shorts, eat ice cream, and dare nature to prove them wrong. When autumn arrives, Iceland enters the festive spirit of Retyr, a time when the whole community comes together to bring the wild sheep back from the mountains to their farms. This livestock raising activity becomes a true festival, with music, food, and the spirit of solidarity typical of Nordic culture. Number 14. Where humans live with fire and ice. Reykjavik is often referred to as Europe's smallest capital city, but don't let its modest size fool you. This coastal city boasts a rich culture and a unique lifestyle that many larger cities lack. Located on the southwest coast of Iceland, Reykjavik has a population of less than 140,000, offering the warmth of a small town while still providing all the amenities of a modern capital. Unlike many other capitals, Reykjavik lacks a complex metro or train network. People primarily travel by bus, bicycle, or on foot, creating a friendly and accessible atmosphere. During the day, Reykjavik stands out with its harmonious blend of modern and ancient architecture. Visitors can explore Hallgrímskirkja Church with its panoramic city views from the top of the tower, or the Harpa Concert Hall, whose gleaming glass facade is inspired by Icelandic basalt columns. Coffee enthusiasts will also enjoy options like Kaffi Brennslan or Reykjavik Roasters, considered among the best coffee breweries in Europe. Coffee culture here is taken seriously and plays a vital role in the daily lives of the locals. As night falls, Reykjavik transforms into a vibrant entertainment hub of Northern Europe. Streets like Laugavegur and Austurstrati light up with bustling bars and clubs. Locals and tourists alike flock to Lebowski Bar for creative cocktails in a retro setting, or visit Kiki Queer Bar, renowned for its lively and friendly atmosphere. Despite its small size, the city offers a vibrant and diverse nightlife comparable to that of larger cities. Another noteworthy point is Reykjavik's commitment to sustainable development. Over 90% of homes in the city are heated by geothermal energy, while the increasing number of electric vehicles contributes to a cleaner and more modern environment. Number 15. Strange facts about elves in Iceland. If you think Iceland is only famous for volcanoes and glaciers, you'll be surprised. Located in eastern Iceland is the small village of Borgarfjörður Eystri, where nature blends with legend in a way rarely found anywhere else in the world. This quiet village, with about 100 inhabitants, is famous for an ancient belief that a large community of elves, or hermits, actually lives here. At the heart of this folklore is Alfaborg, a stunning rock formation near the mouth of the bay, believed by locals to be the dwelling place of the elven queen Borghildur. Alfaborg doesn't look like an ordinary rock. It resembles a natural fortress covered in green grass, offering expansive views of the sea and the surrounding rugged mountains. According to folklore passed down through generations, including the writings of the 19th century scholar Jon Arnason, The elves lived peacefully alongside the people. They even sometimes helped the local inhabitants in mysterious ways. A famous story tells of elves riding horses to a secret church located in the valley called Kekjudalur. There, a rock called Kirkjustein is considered their sacred gathering place. Locals say that if you are respectful enough and lucky, you might catch a glimpse of these elusive creatures or stumble upon the elf houses, small houses built by Icelanders to honor this mythical community. According to legend, elves reward kindness but punish disrespect, making this place a crossroads of nature and mythology. Not far from the village, nature continues to nurture the mystical atmosphere. The majestic Seljalandsfoss waterfall allows you to loop around behind it, creating a surreal experience with a 60-meter-high curtain of water. Nearby is Skogafoss, where double rainbows often appear in the mist, making it a favorite spot for photography enthusiasts. Next is the Jökulsárlón ice lagoon, where blue icebergs drift lazily, creating a scene straight out of a science fiction movie. And finally, Gullfoss, the golden waterfall, where water cascades down a 47-meter-high gorge, creating a powerful, resounding roar. We've just explored 15 unique and fascinating facts about Iceland together. Hopefully, this gave you a fresh perspective on the country. Don't forget to follow our channel, like and share the video to support us. See you in the next one.